Raphael Dawkins with the Combat Radio. With the breaking news, Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder agreed terms as the date is set for Las Vegas rematch or tree match. It's the third fight. Okay, so Fury and Wilder have reportedly now verbally agreed to face each other in a Trilogy fight on July the 24th, with promoter Bob Arum saying the contracts will be signed this week. My. How fast was that? It was only Monday, 4 days ago, when it was revealed, the arbitrator revealed that he would be ruling that Fury and Wilder will fight again. That Wilder was owed a fight, the Trilogy fight, and Fury was contractually obliged to fulfill it. And yet, 4 days later, it's all signed. Well, it's all agreed, verbally agreed, and what does he say? The contract will be signed this week. This week. So how many days have we got left in this week? It's Friday today, Saturday, Sunday. Okay, so the contract will be signed within 2 days. So that means from the time that the arbitrator announced his judgment on Monday that Fury and Wilder would need to fight again, and he set a date. September the 15th was the deadline. But yet within 4 days of that judgment, of that adjudication, the fight is already made. OMG. Fight's already made. We learned earlier this week that what stadium? The venue was already booked by Bob Arum. I don't think anybody's silly enough not to get the picture right about now. I don't think anybody's silly enough not to understand the lay of the land. And the lay of the land is as follows. This was all pre-arranged. When Tyson Fury and Bob Arum took that picture of their flight going to meet the arbitrator. This was all one big setup. Bob Arum, Tyson Fury would have known exactly what was happening at the time when they were messing Eddie Hearn around, saying, yeah, we're undisputed, no problem, thumbs up, yeah, crack on, Mocha. This was already in play. Hence, Tyson Fury's new nickname, the Con Man. Because he conned the boxing public. Him and Bob Arum wasted everybody's time. It's pretty obvious now. I've been saying it from the beginning of the week. We thrashed it out in Boxing Talk with Rafi 273. We distilled everything in Boxing Talk with Rafi 274 and laid it out bare. And this is just further proof that the whole thing was a setup. Bob Arum, Tyson Fury didn't want to fight in the lockdown because there was no crowds. So they strung everybody along. Yeah, no. Deontay Wilder's he's not in it no more. The worst is that Fury will have to pay him a few pennies, a few pounds, a few shekels. But all the time, they were using the Undisputed Talk. Tyson Fury was using the Undisputed Talk, the Undisputed negotiations as PR, public relations, for the fight he knew he would be having before the Undisputed fight. Just strung everybody along. And this serves as further evidence. Okay, so, as you say, Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder have reportedly agreed terms for their Trilogy rematch to take place in July, on July 24th. Contracts will be signed within coming days. Okay, so both Fury and Wilder have now agreed on a showdown in Las Vegas after the arbitrator ruled the fight must take place, halting plans for Fury's unification showdown with Anthony Joshua. Yo, the arbitrator was just doing what Bob Arum and Tyson Fury told him they wanted him to do. It's very obvious. That's according to a report from ESPN, which says the purse for the fight split will be 60-40 in Fury's favor. Well, we already knew that. We already knew that was in the contract. The winner would get 60. The winner of the rematch would get 60% and the loser 40. Okay. What else does he have to say? Okay, says the Gypsy King appeared on course for an all-British unification fight against Joshua this summer, but this has been delayed after the judge ruled that Wilder was entitled to a third fight against Fury. The Trilogy rematch with Wilder now leaves Joshua seeking an opponent, and he has hit out at his fellow Brit. Okay, let's cut this nonsense. Let's say the unification fight has been delayed after it's not a judge, after an arbitrator ruled that Wilder was entitled to a third fight against Fury. Well, I just covered that. Listen, that judge didn't rule that. That was something negotiated when Tyson Fury and Bob Arum headed over to the arbitrator's house. And I think they told him exactly how they wanted the thing to play out. Listen, they'd say, listen, we did Deontay wrong. I think we owe him the fight. We owe him the fight. We re-looked at the contract, and my lawyer has told me in no uncertain terms that we owe Deontay Wilder a fight. And then Arum would have chipped in, yeah, we've done it again. We looked at the contract again, and we made a terrible, terrible mistake. And the least we could do to right the wrong is to give Deontay Wilder a fight as soon as possible. We want to right the wrong. And so, easily, they made it very easy for the arbitrator. The arbitrator would say, yes, according to the contract, he's owed a fight. And you're comfortable with that? We are very comfortable to right the wrong. Yes, absolutely. I'm a man of honor and principle. Let's fight it. Let's run it back. Let's run it back. Now the crowds are back. Let's run it back. What a load of crapola. It's all been a sham. All been a ruse. But I tell you what, I'm kind of glad that the public gets an insight into how these shenanigans, sophisticated shenanigans, can happen. The only problem for them guys is that we, right here, Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio, we busted the case right open. We busted the case right open. So now this is all a sham. When you see Tyson Fury posting up shiznicks, posting up shizzle about Deontay Wilder henceforth, it's merely a joke, because he's no better than Wilder. He's a con man. Deontay Wilder, just delusional. So it's the delusional one versus the con man. It's the Raphael Dawkins, it's the Combat Radio. Have your say. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button. The con man versus the delusional one. It's the Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. Have your say. Leave your comments below. And I'm out.